What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to another video. First of all, Happy New Year. This video is an accumulation over the last few weeks of the pickups and things that I've done to the Tarmac SL8. We're going to flash back in just a bit from Thanksgiving to Christmas up to now to the new year to see what I've actually put onto the bike, and let's dive right into it. All right, UPS just dropped this off. Was able to get a new bike computer for the bike. I was previously using a Wahoo Element Bolt V2. Great bike computer overall, but the reason why I decided to go with the Karoo was I was able to get a really good price on it. And then second of all, the screen is the biggest thing. So with the Bolt, the way how it functions is really good, but I wanted a bigger screen to see things a lot more, and maybe it's just me getting older, viewing maps and things like that. I wanted something to be a lot more easier to see, and in addition to all the features that the Karoo offers was one of the things that led me towards purchasing this. So this was a Christmas gift. Happy to add this onto the bike now. Another purchase just came in. This is a Black Friday purchase. As you can see, Yoeleo Wheelset, new wheels for the Tarmac SL8. Wanted something deeper and wider other than the Yoeleo C50 that comes stock on it. This was a great price. I'm gonna have a separate video on the unboxing, the overview, customer service, and the weights and everything like that. But for this, wanted to see how they look like. I'm gonna show it to you guys and then hopefully load it onto the bike as I prep for a ride the next day. And the last thing I did pick up for the bike was a new force chain. Originally the bike came with a rival chain. Found a dealer that actually purchased my original TCR from, had a deal going on with a bunch of his parts, so was able to get the force chain for about $28. Some research on it, a lot of people said force chain is the best chain from the Sram lineup, better than rival and even better than red to some degree. Ended up going with that, added it onto the bike. That pretty much completes the build of the Tarmac SL8.
All right, so I have my luggage scale with me to weigh the entire bike. It does have pedals and bottle cages, no computer or computer mount, so let's see how much it weighs. Also have paint protection film on the top too, so not too worried about that. 16.5 or 7.5 kilos.
And here is the final build of the bike itself. As you saw, new head unit, new wheels, new chain, and then adding decals throughout. That was in the previous video, so the bike looks a lot cleaner in my opinion, and it changes in sunlight. This is the completed build for now. As you guys saw, it weighs about 7.5 kilos without bike computer and then the computer mount. Without pedals, bottle cages, so on and so forth. Without that, it weighs about 7.2, which I'm very, very happy about in this size 58. The wheel set upgraded from the Yoeleo C38 to the Yoeleo Pro DB50, long name. Can see it earlier in the video and then in a video unboxing that I do have for those wheel set, but they are a lot lighter, they are deeper, they look a lot cleaner on this build. The only other thing that I really did to the bike was shorten these brake hoses. Yes, it's still sticking out just a little bit. I do need to rewrap this handlebar tape. Actually ordered some, so these will be coming off, just because once you unwrap it, it doesn't look as great anymore. But this brake cable was actually sticking out a lot more than it previously was. Now it's a little shorter, and the reason why it's shorter or still has a little bit of space left is just in case I do swap from this 110 stem to a 120, I have that little bit of brake cable space without having to cut or reroute anything. But yeah, besides that, no other further updates to the bike that I know of. The only thing that I may consider is upgrading the cassette. It's currently rival maybe to a red cassette to drop some weight, but at this current build, at this current weight, I'm very happy with that. It's lighter than my TCR. It's actually the lightest bike I've ever owned, and technically the most aerodynamic, quote unquote. So I really appreciate you guys joining me on this journey of how my bike build turned out, modifications, upgrades, some cosmetic looks, and so on and so forth. So hopefully in the future, I'll have updates on this bike, updates on the wheel set, and how it does for me for the 2025 season. So I thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.